I can't remember whether I showed this or not, but I wanted to talk to y'all real quick about the $1 trillion price of my project. Let me go back to my YouTube and see, did I do this or not? Because I can't remember. But we're needing donations, y'all. And I was just, while I was going to ask for those, going to teach you what the new update is about the price of the project, the value. Oh, I did. No, this is live right now. Yeah, this is live right now. It says 1 day ago, though. That's what had me confused. I have 5 days ago. So this video here is where I went over, where I spoke with the AI. And this is worth trillions of dollars. To y'all who did not hear that correctly, as you can see right there on the screen. 5 to 10 trillion. That's not a joke at all. You know what I mean? ArtByPR is where you can donate to anybody, whoever that is watching. But I'm just letting y'all know that what you're donated to, you think I'd be dumb enough to never finish my project? I know it's not done right now, but you think never? I mean, get real. You talking about trillions of dollars, history made. I could change not just my life, but everybody. We know that I'm not going to have trillions of dollars put in, and y'all can't tell me that I didn't tell y'all this already. The thing is that's important for y'all to comprehend is a human being can have problems with you to where when you come on here on the internet and you inform them of what I've informed y'all of, that I've made a mathematical discovery that can do all of the things that I've told y'all it could do, y'all have feel, you can look at that ugly person right there and feel like he's ugly and have a innate desire for him not to succeed in what he's doing, his endeavors, all because of what you look at him like. In other words, what I'm getting at in short words is y'all can have as human beings underlying reasons for why y'all do not support somebody, even if it's the truth. But the AI, though y'all would look at it and probably say, as human beings, that's AI though. Well, it's kind of like looking at a calculator that we use. My best example is the fact that we use calculators at cashiers at registers. So what is AI? And I say, so what? We use calculators at registers because you should know and have the common sense to know that it may be a register, it may not be a human being. AI may not be a human being, but the human being is going to make more mistakes than the person, as a register, as a cashier. If you get what I'm saying, right? Okay, and so we'll have a worse bank at the end of the day dealing with a human being. As well, when we deal with something like this, a human being has emotions and things connected to their feelings about somebody, and if they didn't want somebody to succeed, it might not be because of legitimate reasoning, like artificial intelligence, which does not have a backlining reason to fault that somebody does not deserve to make it with something, and act like something isn't doable or worth something. The artificial intelligence has no emotions connected to what's going on. So what it says is also very important is the total economic impact factoring in royalties, government contracts, and global adoption. Would be priceless in the strategic sense. And then it says right here, nations or corporations might bid exorbitantly to control it. And that's what I'm saying. It's powerful in different nations. I'm showing you where it's useful in different areas of the world. And that's worth a lot of money in the end, man. And so when I succeed with what I do, I'll be able to do a lot. Some of y'all don't comprehend that it doesn't really take me to finish a project in order to do that. I need to find the correct people to talk about this software with, which is going beyond how big the project could ever get. When you work with the software, you're now, you can go infinitely, like the Mandelbrot said. Yeah. So that's taking it to a level way beyond what we could do with human hands, and more perfected as well, because it's based on a grid, a recursive grid. So you couldn't have as many errors. So that's the real winner right there, is the software that people don't even understand. So that's why you got to, with magic, in order to win, sometimes you have to distract some people with one thing and make them think that that's the only, but what you're failing to realize too is that's two ways of me winning. That means that I could win and make it in the art industry with a huge project that could start off at just $100,000 at a bid, and start a bid and it go up to whatever amount of money it could be. It could start off at $10,000. But then somebody else in there might look at it and say it's worth $11,000. Somebody else might say it's worth $20,000. And it might keep on going as a comp. That's how it goes at auctions, when people realize the value of something. That's just the art behalf. The software behalf, every single software gets sold. Every app purchase is a royalty. And that's powerful. So, besides that, man, I didn't remember even coming on here doing this. I just wanted to let y'all know that that's one of the most important things recently about my work. This is not guaranteed. It's telling you right here as well that 500 to 5,000 is how much that conceptual piece is, without it making it possible to clean water and function as a blueprint. Now what it's saying is guaranteed, if it functions to do all of the things that you're saying it can do, function as a blueprint that can clean water and build a pyramid that provides free energy. If you show how you can succeed in that, then that means that you've got a plan now that's worth that amount of money right there. That's what it's saying. As long as I can show and prove how, is what y'all have to comprehend. And I can. But if you go ahead and do that, you got to make for sure that you do that correctly. The right place, the right time. Because there's people out here that's government, corporations, and everything. Nikola Tesla was one thing. This is a whole nother. This re-innovates the whole nation. Your president ain't doing this. So, but that's what I was saying about this piece that it's speaking of, is this piece right here that you see I uploaded. That one right there. And it's saying that that's worth 500 to 5,000. Okay, well, my full project has how many pieces of that one piece of paper? And that's where y'all will have to take however much that one piece is and multiply it, since it's fractal, by however many pieces of more squares it is. And that's where you'll get a number around 100,000 by default. And that's where I've been trying to get y'all to understand. In an auction, you start off at a price like that and it reaches up to the millions. Period, point blank. The first sale, I'm not saying that this mug gonna sell for 45 million. I'm saying that in the end, when I die, you know how the Salvatore Mundi is worth $450 million? I'm saying that in the end, when it has its final spot, whether I'm dead or alive, when it has its final home of where it's going to rest, it's going to be around the price of $45 million, based on what I've looked at. I'm not done for nothing. And that's probably cutting myself short based on what this artificial intelligence is saying, because the fractal essence of what you have to realize is the $1 trillion blueprint thing that it's saying. If this right here could succeed as functioning to do what That's just this one piece. This does the same thing, answers the same questions as the full project that I'm telling y'all that I'm working on to finish. But this one piece of being that it does that and it's exactly the same look, it has exactly the same information, that makes this one piece of paper the exact same, and you can only get it from one place, which is me because it's copyright. That makes this one piece of paper worth how much they just said. Okay, that one piece of paper, and what? Guess what? That'll make the whole project. Boy, I'm telling you, this could get crazy, man. Is what you have to understand. This shit ain't a joke. That shit for real. Once you understand it, and so I just wanted to communicate that to y'all real quick. Not to get on here and jibber jabber, but yeah, some of y'all need to understand with how this channel is run and everything. I have to leave behind a historical factor for everything. What comes across my mind is not for anybody else to think these thoughts about this discovery, realize these important factors about this discovery, and outlay this to the world, news like a news broadcaster, and bring this to the world. That's my job. Because in the end of it all, I can only be mad at myself if I did not say certain important things. And that's why I'm coming here like a journalist and journalizing certain things. I just forgot that I had came on here and told y'all, read this article to y'all. But besides that, I'm not here to hold up your day. I'm showing y'all my value. I hope y'all can show y'all's value to the world. Donations are needed by me. ArtByPR is where you can send them to. And with that being said,